Today we are discussing what you will find at Cuddle Party that's pretty much standard no matter whose Cuddle Party you go to. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So a cuddle party will be run by someone who has been certified to be a trained facilitator by Cuddle Party Inc. Or they're in training, and they will tell you if they're in training. And at a cuddle party, it's an 18 and over event, so it's adults only. We ask that you're not under influence of any mind-altering substances because oxytocin is our drug of choice at Cuddle Party. Of course, take your prescriptions. Yeah, it's a closed container. Once we do the introductions, we don't bring other people in because we're creating community with the people that are there. You can leave, but we don't let people in late. And I'll talk more about that in a sec. Because people introduce themselves, so we get to know everybody, and then we have a reading, a discussion of our agreements for the event. And this is our welcome circle, and it's the same every time. And this is part of why we read from a script, so that we can be sure that we don't miss points, that we can make sure that Cuddle Party is going to be the same format every time you go to a Cuddle Party. We do allow our facilitators to put their own stories into the script. We ask that they don't take anything out of it, but you can put your own explanations or exercises or understandings into the script. I like to change it up by adding, maybe a little different story each time of explanation of whatever the point is that we're talking about, so that people aren't hearing the exact same thing every time. So even though we are reading from a script, it's a two-way communication, and there are exercises in there. And everybody who attends the Cuddle Party needs to be present for that workshop part, because we are creating connection and community with the workshop, where we get to know people, and spending time together in shared time and shared community is what makes the next part of the event go so well. Because after the welcome circle, we have open time where you get to practice the things that we talked about in the welcome circle, the exercises that we used for communication and how we negotiate healthy connection with each other. And while you are in that open time, the facilitator is there to hold space for you and help create a safer space for everybody at the event, and be available for people who maybe want a little extra help or are having an emotional release. And it's all great, but the facilitator is there to help for that. And then we have a no exercise at every Cuddle Party. That's going to be integral. Practicing saying no and hearing no. And we definitely have some exercises. Like the welcome circle is not just about someone reading it. Like there's definitely exercises that go between, and conversation. And let's see what else we have. After the open time of connection, we have a closing circle at every Cuddle Party. And closing the container, everybody comes into where they can all see each other. And we do a little bit of a review of what we talked about. And we talk about aftercare, and acknowledge that we might be in an altered state, because yes, oxytocin can act like a drug. And then we give everybody a chance to be seen and heard one more time in the closing circle. And we have a solid hard close to the event, and then the event is over. So if you're having some other kind of event or following event, we definitely want to know that Cuddle Party is this container and now it's done. And if we doing something else, then that's something else, right?
And
So
I
that's
love,
what you will find at a Cuddle Party.
thank you. I love getting to review the structure because so many people hear Cuddle Party and they think you just show up and throw yourself in a puppy pile, and are often pleasantly surprised to understand it's a whole workshop. You are learning, and there's so much more to it that you
Mm-hmm.
don't really get to know until you experience it. So hopefully
Right.
have the world have the opportunity. So thank
Yeah, we hope so.
you.